Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. In this video we're going to cover blacksmithing in the apocalypse. So thank you all for joining me for this little video. It's going to be kind of it's not really a Roy rant, it's just more of me sharing my own thoughts and opinions about the current state of affairs of this big old world that we all get to live in and that we have all been given stewardship of. So I would like to share some thoughts, my own belief systems about some things, and hopefully that you will find some inspiration and some encouragement around it. Now you may be saying to yourself, you know, what does this have to do with blacksmithing? And if you have to ask that question, then you're probably not into the craft of blacksmithing or haven't been for very long. What this has to do with blacksmithing is this whole thing really affects your ability to blacksmith and the priority maybe of forging or blacksmithing in your life. And you know, and feel free to share what you're going through down in the comment section down below. You know, just again, you need some prayer, you just need some kind words or some thoughts or something like that. Drop all your stuff down in the comment section. That's what it's for. You'll find that there is a really great community here on this channel, especially all of my #1 super fans that I know will be watching this video all the way to the end. They are a great bunch of guys and gals, and can't say enough about you all. Thank you all so much for your support. But again, they'll probably even answer some things for you, or maybe come around you and support you. So be sure to do that if you feel the need. But yeah, so this affects your ability to blacksmithing. First off, let's set out the priority. What is blacksmithing as far as a priority in our life? That's going to mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people based upon what your family life is and maybe what your home life and who knows what else you're doing in this world is. It may be your one singular focus point in your life, and that's okay for it to be if that's what it is for you. But for me personally, my family is my #1 priority. The reason why I blacksmith, and I'm doing it for a business, I love doing it, I'm passionate about it, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's to take care of my wife and my 3 children. That is why I'm trying to make something of myself, to do something, create a business, build a brand, do all these things. It is around that perspective there. I've been blacksmithing full time now for about 8 years. I have been blacksmithing in total of coming up on 13 years. And so therefore, I've been doing this quite a while, and I have seen some pretty low times. So that'll lead me into you out there that are doing it as a business. As you may have noticed, there's a lot of everybody out there. Everyone and their uncle is trying to get crafty and do something at home and then try to sell those products or start a new business enterprise from home, work from home, things like that, because they have been laid off. They're a good paying job. Maybe even they were in retirement and they lost their retirement and they got to come out of retirement, and they're trying to get something started now just so this way they don't have to fully live on just nothing but government assistance. And if that's you out there, this can be a good time for it, but it is also going to be very, very difficult. So for those of you that are working already as full-time blacksmiths, just be prepared that you aren't going to see the flow, as I'm sure you're probably all already aware, of business that you might normally see. More demand or more supply than there is demand right now. And that's kind of the problem all the way across the globe. But it will rectify itself. A lot of these people out there, they are all doomsdayers. Okay, everyone, it's over, it's doomsday, the economy, this, that, this won't recover, this, all that stuff is nonsense. You exist in one 100-year strip of about 12,000 years of mankind's existence or written history. So you exist in just just 100 of that. So say you live 120 years, you know, you're going to live about 1%. Okay, I think that's about it. No, it might be 10%, but anyways, you're going to live for such an incontestably small, I believe it's 1%, amount of time in history. So this is just a blip. This is a year. It's not even it's not really even a blip on the radar as far as even on a global scale over the whole history of mankind as you will be. So you'll get through this. It's not over. It's not the end. The world's going to move on. You can pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You didn't do anything wrong just because you were selling skillets like crazy or copper bowls or whatever you were doing, you know, fire pokers like crazy. You had a really lucrative contract and you just lost it for this period of time. Don't go haywire. Don't think that it's all over. It'll come back, and you need to do a good job of being ready for when it does. With that being said, a lot of people have a tough time right now. Maybe you've got a lot of debt on your shoulders. You are relying on a constant flow of income to keep paying that down and so on. This is a big pause. This is a big pause for reflection. And in times like this is a good time to reflect on, what got me to this place where I'm stressing so much about my business, and how can I move forward in the future where if and when future pandemics or future things like this happen, I won't be in this same position. So I'll be honest with you. I will go ahead and put this out there, because at this point a lot of people might be thinking that I am out of touch, or maybe I'm not in connected with people who are really struggling out there. I have struggled a lot throughout my young adult life up into adulthood. I have seen where I have had months where I had to provide my whole family on just $800 a month, and that's all I had, and that's a family of 5, right? And so I have seen some dry times, and currently, right now, as all this is going on, this is our worst time of the year, possibly, for this to take place for us. And I'll say possibly, because summer is usually our best months when it comes to forging around here, as far as jobs and orders and things of that nature. But right here, right now, we're usually dead. We're dead in the water, and we're only getting maybe a couple jobs a month or something like that from about the week before Christmas to basically May, mid-May, Mother's Day. We have Zippo, Zada, nothing, right? And we usually have to come out of savings or something else. But with the big move and moving up here to northern Michigan like we did last year, there are not a whole lot in that whole savings account. So, we have been just kind of, getting by. But that's okay, right? I know that it will get better and it will improve as we go along. So this isn't just a guy that's, sitting in my mansion currently taking and telling you that, oh yeah, it'll all be all right. And I don't understand where you may be coming from. Again, there's people who probably have it worse than you. If you're watching this video, that means you have an internet connection, you have a phone or a TV you're watching this on, and you have, again, you have electricity, you have power, and you have time on your hand to watch this, where somebody else may not even have those things. So it's all about perspective. Keep your life, keep your business, keep your blacksmithing in perspective of where it should be. Oftentimes, in times of trouble and strife, it's really easy to take and forget. It's really easy to forget that this will pass. It's just a short snippet of time in the grand scale of your entire lifetime. When you're in the thick of it, when you're in the heat of battle, it feels like it's all going to be over with, or it's all just done right there, but it's not yet. So I hope that'll encourage some of you out there. I know a lot of you will get kind of my meanings on this, and I really hope it'll come across as an encouraging message to you if you're blacksmithing through this. What can you do? What can you do during this time? Sadly, right now is not a buying and selling market. Trade is way down. And so just my biggest thing is just be thankful for any orders you do get in. Treat your customers like gold. You should be already. And then add the additional fact of looking into what you can be preparing for when the market goes back up. What can you be doing to take advantage of the market when it goes back up? Maybe this is a good time for you to pivot in your business. Maybe this is a good time for you to pivot from working a day job 9 to 5 and maybe start that blacksmithing endeavor, no matter how hard it is to get started. Think about it. If you can start your business in a global pandemic, it'll survive all the little small bumps in the road, so certainly. Because this is definitely a strange thing, and this isn't a normal thing. This is not normalcy. This is an abnormality. So that's it for today. I hope that will inspire somebody out there. I hope it's encouraging. Drop your comments down in the comments section down below what you're doing to work through this pandemic. How are you still doing your blacksmithing, and how are you undertaking new projects and new processes when you're having some troubles getting stuff like I am, steel and supplies and consumables, and maybe you're one of those people that have to be quarantined and it sucks. So again, drop your comments down below, and I'd love to hear from you. That's it for today. If this video has earned your subscription, I greatly appreciate it if you'd subscribe and you watch the rest of the videos on here. We got over 1,400 videos on the channel that you can check out, or will be here shortly. I don't know when I'll post this video actually, but we're coming up on 1,400 videos of educational content, and I hope you guys will enjoy them here on this channel. So that's it for today. Without further ado, God bless each and every last one of you out there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you on the next one.